Good day, fellow cinema nerds and movie geeks of the internet. You're watching Deano Views because, of course you are. What else? It's quality content. No, it's not actually. You're just watching it. Maybe you are. Just talking to my laptop, which I am actually. But okay, I know in my Hacksaw Ridge review, talking. That's what a review is. I said, oh yeah, I'm now gonna pump out a lot of, 40-minute me talking stuff, as in La La Land and Split and a bunch of other movies I intended. I mean, I don't have to, but I feel kind of obligated to, and just talk about it. I mean, I could do it with just movies I really feel I could just have something to say about, or just would enjoy talking about. Not every single movie I see, but I don't know. And I said in that video, oh yeah, I'm gonna do that, but mix of college work and me finding the energy to to just sit myself down and talk for that long. Yeah, like yesterday I was gonna do my Split review, but I didn't do it. I was actually going to do it the day before, but I didn't do it the next day. But eventually I'll probably do that. And the reason I'm doing this today is not only because I said I was going to do a lot more stuff, even though I don't have to. It doesn't get me any financial gain. I don't know how much financial gain it will even give me, just for funsies. But the reason I'm doing this one, Lego Batman, today is because, well, from Monday to Friday, tomorrow I'll be on holiday. So, yeah, you get a little glimpse of my personal life there. I don't know. But we're on that level, you see. Oh man, that's a good forced gag. But here, doing Lego Batman movie, I do Split, but just if I'm gonna do one review for 10:51 at night, and before I go to bed, it's gotta be Lego Batman movie. Coincidentally, where all black or very very dark grey, but this is black. One little quote there. I wonder what it's from. Another forced gag. But yes, Lego Batman movie. Here we are. Said Split. I'll do Split maybe when I get back, or whatever I do. Heck, don't worry. I already opened my Word document of my top 10 best and worst films of 2016. Gonna all that out. Maybe eventually I'll procrastinate it so much that I'll do it. At the end of 2017. Oh, this is so funny. Because I can't get around to shite. But yes, I'll get on that, and actually I'll maybe use a program besides Movie Maker to edit that video. Since the last year I used a trial one and I loved it a bit fancier, because you can't actually have a poster next to you with this software. Got a TV. I could just do a TV and a posher camera. There you go. Just sort it out on the fly. Cat sitting on a suitcase. Maybe about that. Anywho, Lego Batman movie. That was what I had first. Lego Batman movie. Here we go. First off, what did I think of the Lego movie? I have a copy of it over there. So yes, I in 2014, I remember just saying, Dad, hey, can I pop over to the cinema, just because we were quite close to it that day. So I walked on over. It was either that or Days of Future Past, but I saw a Lego movie, and it was so fun. I literally said, my mum and sister, see it because it is so funny and cool and awesome. Voice just sounds sarcastic all the time. I'm telling the truth, I swear. But they saw it and they didn't like it for some odd reason. But Lego movie, obviously everyone likes it. I like it. I mean, I find it okay. It's been out for about 3 years now, so I don't know if there's a spoiler. But the bit towards the end, particularly with Will Ferrell, I found that bit a bit cheesy, a bit cheesy for my liking. I can't think of another word for cheesy right now, but cheesy. I know people found it emotional and beautiful and just symbolic and hits it home. I know it was a good message. I liked it. I mean, I can't really picture that being a relatable scenario of like someone that age having all that Lego and like having it as collectibles. I mean, like, I know people have. I mean, if that was about amiibos, then yes, because people that age actually do that. They don't take it out of the packaging. They just buy 50 and like sell them on eBay for like $100. There was an Amiibo movie that would work, but since it was Lego, I mean, I wouldn't know. I assume people actually do that. They're a Lego collector and they build massive sets, and they don't actually play with it. Even though they can't really play with Lego, it's not an action figure. You literally build it and look at it. I mean, I was once bought like a very expensive police station, Lego police station, and I put it right here. And eventually it was knocked down. I was a bit gutted since it took a while to build, but I was thinking, yeah, I mean, after I literally just got my Lego man and put him on a motorbike and drove it around a few times. I didn't know what else to do. But I do like my Lego. I don't know where it is now. Toy-wise, it's mostly Doctor Who figures. I think they're quite well now, actually. But yes, Lego Movie. It was funny, and I loved it. I loved all the like, oh look, it's a Ninja Turtle, and look, it's Lincoln. That was all good. I knew Spider-Man was going to come out of nowhere because it was owned by Warner Brothers. But yeah, I love that movie. Of course I do. Boop. If you heard that. It was awesome. That song is actually on my iPod. And I didn't know Lonely Island were back then. But yeah, it was funny and creative and awesome. Or keep saying awesome because it's a song. And besides that bit, I found it a bit cheesy, but you know, it was cool, especially that moment. You know, like, oh, look, it's Milo, Millhouse. I mean, why did I say Milo? Millhouse. He's in the Lego Movie, and also what else? What else? Besides and also as a kid, I really liked Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and also a bit later I watched 21 Jump Street, and same guys did the Lego Movie, which was cool. Went from that to this, but as in Lego Batman movie, 5 minutes in, I found, even though I'm not the biggest Batman fan, I like Batman. I like his villains more. I'm more of a fan of his villains, and yes, I like a lot of Marvel things. Like my favourite superhero is a Marvel character, but I did grow up on a lot of DC things, so I like DC. Obviously, I like superheroes overall. Screw the Marvel, DC. I like superheroes. But Batman, I like Batman. He's not one of my favourite superheroes. I'm more of a fan of his villains, you know, Mr. Freeze, Joker, like Two-Face as well. But yes, Batman I find cool, and I know quite a bit of knowledge of Batman just from watching the films. The only live-action Batman film I haven't watched yet is Batman and Robin. Yay, can't wait to watch that one. But I like Batman, and I like the Lego Movie, so this was a good. When I saw the trailer, I literally couldn't wait for this, because I knew it seemed like it was just going to be a massive spoof movie, and it kind of was. This movie's so... I saw it with like 2 friends of mine who are kind of comic nerds as well. Well, not comic nerds, they like their superhero stuff as well, and, you know, have that. It's just the sense of humour of this movie is so good. I just love the sense of humour of this movie. I mean, I could just say what everyone else said. It's funny, and just the way it's like a love letter to Batman, but also kind of like a roasting of Batman. Can't think of a mockery of Batman, but in a lovable way. So basically, like, so for example, like, there's a part in the movie where it says all the crappiest, awful villains from like the early days of Batman, like Condiment King and Kite Man. I thought of I Hate Everything. And it's a love letter because it references those villains that are so awful and no one knows about, and, you know, it's a love letter to those early days of Batman, but it's also a mockery because it has such stupid villains in it. Because, like, well, look how stupid these villains are. And early days of Batman, and also not a mockery is so funny because and how Joker's just a bit gay for Batman, just a bit gay. I mean, there's a moment after they were literally gonna kiss. And Zach Galifianakis, he's a good. I mean, he doesn't play on like the craziness of Joker, like he doesn't do the Mark Hamill like laughing and like so like insane. He's just you know, it's kind of Zach Galifianakis' normal voice, but he's the Joker, and it works, and obviously well on that. Awesome Batman. I mean, compared to Kevin Conroy, voice acting Batman goes, he's up there with Kevin Conroy, I'll say that. Maybe because I can only think of 2 famous voice actors of Batman. But basically all the voice actors do very well. Yeah, I was surprised to see that Rosario Dawson, who plays the Night Nurse, you know, on all the Netflix Marvel shows. She's that. It's a DC and Marvel, which is a good mix, and so good on her. Because and when it shows like Gordon and like Barbara Gordon are black, I was like, oh, they're black. What reaction was that? No, they changed whatever. But then you know, the voice actress is her, so I don't. I guess they just, you know, did it for the sake of it. But I've never seen, you know, Commissioner Gordon portrayed as a black man. Never seen that, especially in Lego form. That's the first time. Sorry, that was someone calling me about the release date of the new season of Rick and Morty, only to say that wasn't the release date and he was bored, so he tricked me. I trusted him like a brother. That's a quote from Revenge of the Sith. Yes. Anywho, that weird tangent. But yes, back to how funny this movie is. Literally, I mean, this sounds narcissistic, but like, it takes a lot for a movie to make me laugh out loud, like genuinely laugh, not like a pity laugh, but a genuine laugh, and to cry. Now I didn't cry, but yeah, this literally within the first 10 minutes, it made me laugh out loud so much. Maybe because my friends were laughing too, and it just triggered something in me, and I just laughed so much. But 15 minutes, I was just laughing constantly. It was so funny. I mean, I wasn't laughing from start to finish, but there were so many times I just laughed generally because this sense of humour and the wit of this movie is so good. And also how narcissistic this Batman is, and also how adorable Michael Cera's Robin is. He's so cute, like, I see good camera. And also the fact that they got Gustav from my favourite movie, The Grand Budapest Hotel, Val Fiennes, one of which, to play Alfred, which is a good choice. They went the classic Alfred, not like the Master Wayne. Master Wayne, that's a terrible impression, but they didn't go, Michael Caine stereotype. But yes, it's really hard for me. I just keep saying this movie's funny because this movie's really funny. And also, I want to say something, but I don't know. It's probably a spoiler. Okay, if you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. But I'm gonna try to not make it obvious to what I mean. Okay, Joker does something to unleash this thing. Well, not this thing. Things from this from this dimension, and these things include things you might recognize. Hopefully, you know what I mean. And these things made me geek very, very much. But this particular thing related to Doctor Who. That's probably a spot. I probably just spoiled it right there. But when that happened, it had Batman fighting these things from something I hold very near and dear to my heart, Doctor Who. I geeked out. I literally squealed because it kind of became at a certain point it kind of became Lego Dimensions the movie. That's probably a massive spoiler. I'm sorry if I just spoiled it, but I don't know how else to say it. But it's still a big surprise, and it's still awesome either way. It's just see the movie. I mean, I know. Apparently, 50 Shades Darker is like not only making more money than this movie and John Wick 2, and also, by the way, I'm a huge fan of John Wick, and also Keanu Reeves is my favourite action star. And after the holiday, I'm obviously gonna go see John Wick 2. But I've already heard that movie's awesome, and I can't wait to see that. But I hate that 50 Shades, or the 50 Shades of Grey movies actually exist, but some people like them, and that's good. It's just I don't like that they exist, okay? And this movie and John Wick 2, and even though I haven't seen 50 Shades of Grey or Darker, I heard it's abysmal. And this movie, and also I'm just gonna say John Wick 2. I know I'm gonna love that movie. It deserves recognition because it's already getting recognition, but just see it. It's a great time. Even if you're a kid, you're gonna love it because it's Lego and Batman, and it's also funny. But if you're an adult and you like Batman and just good movies that make you laugh and are very light in tone, even though it's Batman, it's very dark, it's very grim. It's just a good time. This movie's a good time, okay? It's not bloody Shakespeare. It's not going to give you a whole new outlook on life. But it's just a jolly good time. It jolly is a good time. I mean, floor-wise, a lot of people say this, but when it stops, with the like Wreck-It Ralph, at a certain point they just stopped with the video game character cameos, and it just became a real movie. Well, it was already a real movie, but they go on with the plot and with the actual main characters. Here, when it stops, the gag a minute, and by the way, I potentially might have to see this movie again because there was a certain point, like 5 minutes in, I was like, wow, I just missed that last gag. I might as well just see this movie again after this because to get all the gags, because I literally missed the gag. It was going so fast. But but yet when it got down to like the drama and the main message and the thing Batman's dealing with, it can like that part of the Lego movie, it can get very cheesy, but here it can get a bit slow. It can get a bit monotonous, if that's a word. It's still good. I'm still interested in what's happening, but it can just feel a bit slow and a bit, cheesy and a tiny bit forced. And, because it just went from like gag a minute, Batman, look how wacky he is. Look, here's a reference to the 60s. By the way, that bit was amazing. They referenced so many things Batman, and I love it. Like, they literally they showed Batman Beyond's costume. I leaned into my friend and said, look, Batman Beyond, because I love Batman Beyond. I grew up on like Batman Returns, Joker. I love that that Batman stuff. That Batman Beyond. Even had a figure of him. Yeah, that part, like when you fought in 2016 and like 2012 and 2008 and it shows Lego Batman like in all the stars of all the Batman movies that have ever existed, and Bane sound like Tom Hardy's Bane, and just so many. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, it can get a bit slow, and that's the downside. Like, it goes from Dan, just wants to deliver his message and get to the main drama, what's going on here. It could get a bit slow, could get a bit cheesy, But I know it was mainly with the joke. I was going, aww, because just like they have a relationship, even though there are many times in like Batman stuff where it's like you and me, we need to exist. Like in Dark Knight, it's like you complete me. That was a terrible Heath Ledger impression. Sorry, up there. How you doing? Yeah, you complete me because Joker just loves Batman. He loves Batman. He really does. Well done to the cinematography also, because they're not filming real people. They're filming Lego characters. They're not actual human beings with necks and stuff. Like, it's a little Lego figure, so they have to frame it to have like a close up and a medium shot, as if like there were people, but they're Legos. So literally, like, it's like a shot, and then like the character who's talking is like here, and here's the shot. So they have to frame right. It looks a bit weird because like they're framing as if like two people and having a normal conversation, like over the shoulder stuff, even though they're not people, as in like this. They're Lego figures. By the way, if you were hoping, like, this is a spin-off to the Lego movie, not a sequel, so don't expect Emmett to turn up. But yes, what else? And by the way, I thought because Batman, he's fighting within itself with being alone. So when they said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to team up people, fight the fact that I want to be alone, but he needs people." I thought they were gonna get to Justice League. That's not a spoiler, because in the trailer there's literally a shot of like Batman running in like a hallway or something, and Justice League are behind him. That shot isn't in the movie. Spoilers again. But I mean, the Justice League are in it, and it's a very funny scene. I love it. There's something Martian Manhunter says. I love Martian Manhunter as well. I think he's probably one of my favourite DC heroes. But like, he says something that made me. I love that bit. By the way, the main plot of this movie, like the core plot, it heavily involves something that's normally in Superman lore. So, but yeah, the Justice League are literally in one scene, which is good because because Batman, is all about family, and like he doesn't go like, "Oh, the Justice League, my family." He says, "This is my family," which is good, and also because the Justice League got a bit of an arsehole on this, even though Batman literally helped save them all at the end of the Lego movie, from that prison, unless this takes place before Lego movie. I think this is a prequel to Lego movie, because I wasn't expecting him to say, "Oh yeah, that time I teamed up with Init," but like it could be a prequel or a sequel. Basically, Lego movie isn't really referenced at all. But yeah, that shot isn't in the movie. But either way, by the way, this movie's animated amazing. There's that one shot that really impressed me. It's in the trailer when Batman's swimming and dolphins appear behind him. That water looks real. It looks like they literally just got a Lego Batman figure, they plopped it in the water, and then they animated around it. I don't know how it works, but it works really well. Like that there, I can see the tech, I played with Lego figures. That's the texture that some parts of Lego figures are made out of, like Batman's cowl there. Like, I literally count all the little spots and textures and stuff. The animation's really good, okay? Okay? Why are you disagreeing with me? No. But, like, but yes, that's my dog barking. But yeah. I'm gonna sum up now. It's funny, it's quick-witted, it's clever, it's a love letter and kind of like a roasting of Batman. It references so many things of Batman, so if you love Batman, good. If you like superhero stuff, then yeah, just watch this movie because it's like Warner Brothers kind of making fun of itself, which is good. It literally says Suicide Squad. It references something Marvel, like vocally. I didn't know that was allowed. I don't know if Disney or Marvel's going to sue them now for that. They're literally saying it. They own them now because they said that Marvel related thing. But yeah, don't expect Spider-Man to turn up either. And I mean, like, Sony's letting Spider-Man appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so maybe Warner Brothers and Disney, they can have a little nice, little treat for us fans. But Warner Brothers, this is a treat either way. Yeah, pointing out now, but. Yeah, it's so funny. I mean, at that point, it kind of slows down on a humour, and the floor will be, this particular point could get cheesy, and it slows down quite a bit, involving family. And at that point, I mean, it's still a good message, but yeah, and the animation's awesome. I love the characters. I love this interpretation of Batman. That's so good. And even though a lot of celebrities are voicing it, it's still a very good job. It's still a very, very good job. And just a good time to watch. It's a good time. It is a good time. I mean, what other potential other ways they could have made fun of Batman? However the way I just said it. I'm not an expert, but either way, what's here was really, really good. And because me and my friends were such geeks and nerds, when they were just referencing so many Batman things and geeky stuff and making us laugh so much, I literally leaned in and said, "This is the best movie I've ever seen. This should be nominated for an Oscar," because they were just pleasing us so much with the Batman references and the humour and the inside jokes. It was awesome. I loved it. So yes, so yeah, funny, good animation. Could slow down at that particular bit, like many said. I don't know, you could kind of miss it. The gas could go by so fast. These characters are so good. Thinking through, and by the way, yeah, with the fan service, with the kind of outside Batman stuff, that bit was pretty awesome. Also, even though it's still got Batman now. Hopefully, yeah. What else? By the way, this movie kind of has its own everything is awesome. Also, a good song. Oh wait. I almost forgot this. Okay, I'm a fan of StarKid. If you ever heard of StarKid, it's a theatre company in Chicago and make their own version of musicals. Well, basically, they get famous properties like Harry Potter and Disney and all that, but they make their own comedic musicals out of them. A Harry Potter musical, when instead of Wicked, is Twisted, and it shows how Jafar was a good guy. They did their own version of it's kind of not only their version of Batman, but just they're tackling the superhero genre as a whole, called Holy Musical Batman. Is, by the way, if you haven't heard of StarKid, it wasn't that long ago I kind of joined their community in a way, but they're funny, awesome. Literally almost all their songs are on my iPod. They're legitimately good songs, and they're not just crappy parodies. They're actual created the songs themselves. That's my dog barking, if you could hear it. And even though Twisted is probably my favourite, and the Harry Potter musicals are awesome, they made Holy Musical Batman, which basically just it makes fun of superheroes as a whole. It makes fun of Batman's rogue gallery. It makes fun of Batman. It shows him how he's narcissistic and childish and very lonely, which is exactly what Batman is in this movie. I mean, I don't know if the makers of Lego Batman movie ever heard of StarKid and watched Holy Musical Batman, but it's very similar. I'm not saying it whipped it off. I'm just saying, watch Holy Musical Batman for its music, and also because of how funny it is, and then watch Lego Batman movie because of how funny it is and how it goes all out. Because has a budget in animation. There's a lot more you can do in animation. So basically, take away from this, watch Lego Batman movie. Hopefully I didn't spoil it. And also look up Starkid. Hopefully, might have introduced you to it there. But yeah. When I was watching the movie, I was like, okay, I've watched Holy Musical Batman, and this is doing a lot of the mockery type stuff, and also particularly how these two things with their own interpretation of Batman. Just, I don't know how else to say it, but both are awesome. If you like Batman and don't mind, don't and allow it to be made fun of. Like, if you're a bit of a hard ass, like, no, Batman's perfect, there's nothing wrong with him, just watch this movie, and hopefully not many people are like, oh no, this makes fun of it, it's stupid, how dare it. Just enjoy it. But yeah, I'm glad I remembered Holy Musical Batman and just said this and Holy Musical Batman, those two things, both awesome. Holy Musical Batman soundtrack is also really great. But yes, I think that's good. I think that's done. When I get back from the holiday, from the holes, Shrek the holes, I don't know where that came from, I will get around to, the top 10 and review, it's all about, not much getting in the way, and, even though when I'm doing this, I'll probably procrastinate something else. If I have the energy, I'll do it, if you like it. But here you go, this is Deano Reviews, another screen watcher like you, and, I'm Batman, yeah. They didn't make it how it should have ended references, how it should have ended reference also. I don't know if they know of that either, so they don't expect Superman and Batman to be in a cafe, but he said Batman. But Dad just told my dog to shut up. But, by the way, before I go, I keep watching the same clip, and it's of the song Batman sings at the beginning. So funny. Maybe so I laughed a lot at the beginning. It is amazing. I mean, it's incredibly stupid, but a lot of the stuff this movie does is incredibly stupid. It even points out how stupid Batman as a whole could be, but it's the fun kind of stupid that you just move along with it. You just get along with it. Whatever I'm trying to say is, it's stupid, and insane. This movie's insane at moments because all the things it's doing and what it does. But it's good. It's kind of stupid. It's a funny kind of stupid. Okay, just lean back. Don't switch your brain off. Just enjoy it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Cheerio, Batman.